Alright, what's going on, people? Welcome to another installment of Tony's Take. Alright, we need to talk about this Uncharted 4 business. This is ridiculous, man. Like, this is so insane, I had to jot down notes beforehand. Because I really need to keep on track here, because I could really just, I'm already blowing my gasket over this, but it's just insane. So anyway, let's just get right into it. So Uncharted 4, the review embargoes have lifted today. So all the sites out there, they were finally able to put up their review, right? If you go to Metacritic, the game has gotten a 94, right? Which is pretty damn high. I'm going to save my thoughts on Metacritic for another video because I'm not going to get into it. But yeah, Metacritic, says it's 94, which means, it's generally getting 10 out of 10s, super high scores and stuff, right? Whatever, it's just a review score, but for whatever reason, people, all they care about is the number. They don't care about the actual written review. They only care about the number, and they base their opinions off a number, right? And this is where things just go off the deep end, right? Originally, I was going to do this video on Xbox fanboys, but the Sony fanboys are equally as stupid, right? But let's start off with the Xbox, right? And we have to call them Xbox, because Xbox fans don't care. They just play their games. The fanboys, the Xbox, they're the ones that go crazy. So these guys, as usual, are claiming there's a media bias against Microsoft. That's why this game is getting such high scores. You got guys out there, I'm not going to name any names, I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about, claiming that, Sony is buying off, sites, right? That, everyone's kissing Sony's ass, and that's why this game is getting such high scores and stuff. Just saying ridiculous stuff, and they're all just saying the same thing. It was like, yeah, this game, it isn't even that great. Why are they giving it such high scores, right? And then on the flip side, you got Sony fans mad that the game isn't getting universal 10 out of 10s. For example, IGN, I believe, gave it an 8.8 out of 10, right? Which is a pretty damn high score. And they're going mad. They're getting mad at the reviewer. I think it was a woman saying that, oh, she's on SJW, and that's why she didn't review it like high. How does that even make sense? So, think about that. And then I think they said the last Tomb Raider game got a higher score. So how is it that Uncharted got a lower score than Tomb Raider? Because it's a different reviewer. Listen, reviews are opinions at the end of the day, right? So don't, basically the problem is, and I'm getting a little bit off track, but whatever. The problem is people think that reviews are objective. No, they're not. Reviews have never been objective because a review is basically one person's take on a game, right? Everything that person has experienced throughout their life informs them, informs their view, not only of the world, but of the game they're reviewing. So naturally, every review is going to be different. We're not robots. Do you really want to read a review that is objective? You know what an objective review would be? This game has graphics, it has sound. If you press a button, things happen. That's an objective review. Do you really want that? No, you want somebody else's take. Preferably what you want is you have somebody that has taste that align with yours and you trust them, right? If you're one of those people that give so much weight to reviews. Me personally, and I am saying this as a reviewer, I don't read any other people's reviews, but my friends. I don't, because my thing is professionally speaking, I don't want to read other people's reviews because I don't want them to taint whatever I think, but at the same time, I'm just not interested. It's like, okay, I go read a review from IGN. I don't know anybody at IGN. I don't know these people. Why am I going to read a review from them? So I don't understand how people kind of give so much credence to other people that they don't even know. It's crazy, and then, just backtracking, getting back to my notes here. Why do people get so worked up over a score for a game that hasn't been released, right? Going back with these Sony guys, they're getting mad that the game didn't get a 10 out of 10. How do they know it deserved to be a 10 out of 10? Based off what? Off of commercials, off of trailers, off of developer interviews? Guess what? None of those are the actual game. So unless you play it yourself, you don't know this. Same thing with the Xbox guys. How do you know the game isn't worthy of being a 10 out of 10? You haven't played it. It goes both ways. Basically, Xbox guys shouldn't be mad at a score, at a score for a game that they haven't played. Same thing with Sony. The Xbox guys don't know if this game isn't worthy of being a 10 out of 10. Just like Sony guys don't know that it is worthy of being a 10 out of 10, right? It's insane. And this happens all the time. Dude, I remember when I reviewed Infamous Second Son, I got heat because I didn't give it a perfect 10 out of 10. I gave it a 95 and I got heat. Think about that, you know? I could go off on a tangent about that, but you know, this is how crazy, you know, things are, you know, and you know, I think people need to, you know, just going back to what I said before, right? Review scores are irrelevant. They don't matter. They shouldn't factor in at all. The body of the actual review is what matters. I mean, you can have, I've seen this before. You have a review for a Call of Duty, right? 10 out of 10, 9 point whatever out of 10, right? I could read everything. Oh, this is a first-person shooting military game, 9 out of 10. Okay, first-person military shooter, I don't care for this. I'm not buying it. I'm not, if I was like a sheep and just, you know, depending on the score, I just buy it. It's like, oh shit, 10 out of 10, this must be a great game. But then I hate it, you know? It's stupid. Don't pay attention to these scores. They don't matter, you know? Like, you fanboys really need to just shut the fuck up and play your games, you know? Like, basically, what this game gets as a score won't affect your enjoyment of it. Like, if you're a Sony guy, right? Hardcore Sony dude, you know? Pony level a Sony guy, right? You're playing this game, you're loving it. Just because IGN or GameSpot or Destructoid give it a low review is not going to affect how much you enjoy it, right? And conversely, if these sites give it like 11 out of 10, it's not going to make you enjoy it more. You know, let's just face it. What other people think doesn't affect what you should feel about the game, right? But you know what's really going on. Let's just break it down. Let's just be real here. What's going on is, see, people want validation. They want others to know, hey, the game I bought, the game I love, you know, is one that even these sites praise, and they want to throw it in other people's faces, right? It's fucking dumb. It's stupid, you know. So I don't really have much more to say about this. It's just insane. The game comes out on Tuesday, then we'll actually see, you know, if it's actually good or not. You know, judging, you know, based off of Naughty Dog's previous work, I'm going to say it is a good game, but I'm still going to be a little skeptical just because of the fact that they did release Uncharted 3. It was a good game, but it was not that great, you know. So even though, whatchamacallit, The Last of Us was fantastic, I don't know that this game's going to be, you know, good enough to be a 10 out of 10. And, you know, just personally speaking, no game is worth a 10 out of 10. No game in history is a 10 out of 10. So is Uncharted 4 going to be a 10 out of 10? Hell no. You know, it's still going to have these quirks. You know, it's never going to be a 10 out of 10. You know, so basically that's the end of this. Let me know what you guys think about these crazy ass fanboys losing their minds over a review of a game that isn't even out yet. All right. Thank you for watching. As always, make sure to, you know, comment on this video, hit like, and subscribe to the channel and all that. Once again, I was Tony from the Koalition, and I'll see you all around. Stop being a fanboy. Later.